Welcome back. I'm Emily at Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, Part 14, Episode 1 of the Timeline, November 12th, 2025. The episode airs tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index Audible, Listen Notes, RSS.com community, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and also publicrss.com. November 13th, 2025. Today, before I went to the country, I did take a ride through the cemetery. While driving through, I have tears in my eyes. I pray to God and my angels, and a short time later I leave the cemetery. After cleaning for our friend in the country, I arrive home safely to relax and watch TV. Have a great night. November 14th, 2025. I'm spending time this morning and afternoon writing in the screenplay, getting more and more done. I'm excited about the accomplishment. It's not easy writing it over and over, reliving it over and over, but it seems as I keep going because I'm told to, I'm asked to. And from the very beginning, I was asked not to give up, keep telling the story. And here I am, still telling Megan's story. I've got to. I've got to defeat the feeling of guilt of not doing anything or the feeling of feeling this way. It's not a pleasant feeling. November 15th, 2025. Thank God for my eyes opening. As I start my day, I clean, I do laundry, and I get ready for a new week. As I clean, I receive a couple calls. I talked with a nephew and a niece from two different states. It's always nice hearing from someone unexpectedly. We had good conversations, and I'm happy to hear from them. I soon finish cleaning to cook dinner, to then sit to relax and clean the mess to go to bed. November 16th, 2025. When my eyes opened this morning, I thought, I'm going to the cemetery today. So as my morning moves on, I do have a few errands to run. I leave, and on my way home, I went to the cemetery. At 4:26 p.m., I pull up to Wyatt's area. I take a couple pictures as I sit here. I receive a few pictures of my granddogs, and that was a nice surprise. I then pull around to park to walk up to Wyatt's area. I take a picture of his backside of the headstone, and in the next two pictures, it's of the front side. I visit with him, I talk to him, and I soon walk to the car to visit Megan. I pull up the street, and as I pull up, the first picture is of the southeast headstone to the rock headstone. The rock headstone is barely seen, and on west to headstones and the Mother Mary statue. The second picture is of the wide view area from the electrical pole to the existing tree, from the east to the west. Megan's flowers are here. In the third picture, it's another photo of the southeast headstone to the rock headstone and on west to the other headstones and the Mother Mary statue. I stand over top to see more of the rock headstone. The fourth picture is of the blue and white Babyland 6 West sign east of the existing tree to the west where Megan's flowers are stuck in the ground at her resting plot. On west to the newly set in headstone, and also other headstones are seen. The fifth picture shows a glare of light shining down on Megan's area. It shows the south side of the tree, headstones to the south, which are out of their location, and headstones to the north. The sixth and seventh pictures show Megan's flowers close up and headstones to the west. In the eighth picture, it shows from the newly set-in drain, set in 2019, to the black and white Babyland sign, to the dislocated double headstones, to the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, on west to the existing tree. The two things that sit correctly in their location, the existing tree and the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign. And then on to Megan's flowers, to headstones to the south, which are also dislocated headstones, and headstones in the west, including the newly set-in headstone, set in 2019. There are also headstones to the north that are dislocated headstones. The overlay picture clearly shows this. The next picture is from the existing tree north, where the north tree sat until the storm broke it in half and it had to be cut out. And the 10th picture shows the same area. The 11th picture, it shows the rusty old drain, sits east of Babyland 6th West area. And in this picture, this drain is another item that is still in its original location, facing west of headstones out of their location. I will keep repeating this. It's broken and it needs to be fixed. I visit with Megan, I observe the area, I pray to her, I pray to God, and I leave the cemetery. On my way home, I hear a quote. I hear it quite often, but it doesn't refer to everyone or everything. The quote is, "If you know something, say something." I'm talking. I'm saying something. Hello? Anyone? I soon get home. I had to sit to breathe, to cry, to clear my mind. November 17th, 2025. I'm visiting with my great niece today. It's her grandfather's birthday, and he asked for cinnamon bread that I usually make at Christmas. So I made him some for his birthday. We visit as we sit outside, and sometime later I leave to get home. When I get here, I work on the screenplay for a few hours and then relax before bed. November 18th, 2025. I thank God. This morning I'm on my way to the country to clean for our friend and to take him to the stores. When we finish, I get him home to help him with his groceries and put things away. I soon leave to go home, and when I get home, I prepare a list for Thanksgiving dinner. When I'm done, I clean up some and get ready for bed. November 19th, 2025, At 2:16 p.m. this afternoon, I'm at the cemetery in Wyatt's area. The next picture is of Wyatt's headstone. I visit with him. I sit with him, and a short time later, I pull up to Megan's area. The first picture I take is of the southeast headstone, on west to the rock headstone, west to other headstones and the Mother Mary statue. In the second picture is a close-up picture of the existing tree. West is Megan's flowers stuck in the ground. It shows two flat headstones, one southeast of the existing tree and one southwest of the existing tree, which in the pictures, it shows a headstone southeast of the existing tree. but not 2 headstones in this location, just one, the southeast headstone. The third picture is taken from the east, showing west, the Babyland 6th West area from the electrical pole to the existing tree. The next picture is a closer view of the same area. In the 5th picture, it's of the heart headstones and headstones to the west. In the 6th picture, it's of the southeast headstone that used to sit southeast of this existing tree and not lined up with the rock headstone as it shows in the pictures now, with no tree in this location. In the 7th picture, it's a full view picture of Babyland 6th West area. After I'm done taking pictures, I visit and sit with Megan. The longer I sit, the more I cry. I talk to Megan, I talk to God. A bit later, I wipe my face and leave the cemetery. Before going home to cry and get myself worked up, I take a short drive. When getting home, just as I thought, I sit to cry. November 20th, 2025. When I wake up, I thank God. Madison and I are spending the day out. We are shopping for Thanksgiving and a start on Christmas. It wasn't a shop till you drop kind of day, but by the time I get home this evening, I am pooped. Soon after, I went to bed. November 21st, 2025. This morning, I'm thinking, I'm not doing anything today. I'm spending time writing an episode for this coming up next week. I clean, I start to write this afternoon, and finish all but 4 pages. But I can write tomorrow. I sit to relax, I drink a cup of tea, to go to bed. November 22nd, 2025. I did finish the writing for the episode. I did also reread it and time it. It is ready to record. When I finish, I drive through the cemetery before going to our friend's house in the country. When I arrive, I clean for him, and after I mop the floors, I sit to visit with him for a little while the floors dry. When they did, I finish up the last of the cleaning to leave to get home. On my way home, I stop to grab something to eat to get there. November 23rd, 2025. My first thought this morning is, will I record today or tomorrow? As my day moves on, I did not record. I visit with family. It gives me a chance to clear my mind. Later, I get home to try hard not to think about recording or any of it right now. My day tomorrow, I will record and record over and over if I have to. November 24th, 2025. Good morning. I thank God. Before I attempt to record, after I get my day started, I did go to the cemetery. At 2:22 p.m., I pull up to Wyatt's area. The clouds are dark, so I won't stay long. I did take a couple pictures of Wyatt's area before I went to visit Megan. As I pull up to Babyland 6th West, I take a picture of the full view. Megan's flowers are here, and I like that. I mean, at times when we come here to visit, my chest is heavy until we see if her flowers are still here. And when they are, it's easier to get through the visit. And when they're not, well, I don't want to talk about it. But her flowers are stuck in the ground west of the south, the existing tree, where we laid her to rest. Her flowers are not hurting anyone or anything. Please leave them alone until it's time to clean the cemetery on the days of the flower removal, as most others. In the next picture, it's a partial picture in Babyland 6th West of dislocated headstones. The third picture, it's of the southeast headstone on west to the rock headstone, headstones on the north and the south, and on west to other headstones and the Mother Mary statue. In the fourth picture, it shows the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, and on west to the south tree, to Megan's flowers, and also showing headstones south and north of the tree. I set my phone down. I sit with Megan. I sit a long while. Then I leave the cemetery. On my way home, I stop at a store to pick up last-minute items before Thanksgiving. When I get home, I say, I'm going to record to not to get to. I will find time to do it tomorrow. November 25th, 2025. A day to record. I thank God and I ask Him to show me the way. Have a good day for all. November 26, 2025. The episode is recorded and ready to air this evening, and I thank God. It's Wednesday, and I cannot wait to relax a little. Then this evening, I prepared dinner for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I'm ready. The day isn't easy to get through. I'm saying good night. November 27th, 2025. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the day. Before family gets here this afternoon, Madison and I met at the cemetery for the holiday. At 12:24 p.m., we visit with Wyatt. I take a photo of his area from the car. Then I pull around on the west side of the cemetery to walk over to his headstone. I take a picture as I walk up and one when I stand to talk to him. I visit with him for a while and then went to visit Megan. As I pull up, I take a full view picture of the area. Yes, Megan's flowers are here. And in the next picture, it's of the southeast headstone, the rock headstone, in line with the Mother Mary statue. The headstones now do not line up as shown in older pictures from 1999. In the third picture, in this picture, it shows the tree. It shows the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, also two headstones, in which only one headstone belongs in this area, and it is what I call the southeast headstone, not the two that is sitting here now. These two headstones sat near the north tree, but this is not the north tree. The fourth picture is of the southeast headstone, the headstone that should sit southeast of the existing tree as picture shows, and the overlay picture shows. It moves on to the rock headstone that used to sit west of the existing, the south tree, east of Megan, west of the tree, not in line with the southeast headstone as it shows now. The fifth picture shows Megan's flowers close up. We visit, I observe, then we leave the cemetery separately to meet at the house for our family Thanksgiving dinner. We have so much to be thankful for. November 28, 2025. My phone dings this morning as if I have a message. I check the phone. It's my sister, Susie, letting me know our podcast numbers have climbed. So not too bad of news first thing this morning. I stay home today and Madison and I shop online for gifts to get an early start. Later this evening, I work in the screenplay. I finish another 10 pages in hopes to get it to the finish line soon. November 29, 2025. This morning, our friend asked us to check on his property and house project. Madison and I did. After we did, we went to the country to clean for him. When we finished, I take Madison home, and I went home too. Upon getting here, I cooked dinner to relax before bed. Not long after, I say goodnight. November 30th, 2025. Thank you, God. I start my day by decorating for Christmas. I set green garland on the fireplace mantel with red poinsettias and candles and candle holders nearby. Soon after, I hung ornaments on the tree. I have had the tree set up, waiting for the branches to drop. I have had the lights on already too, so now it's time for the ornaments. I usually have a grandchild or two here to help, but this year it's just me, and I don't mind. I spent hours on it, but I did get it done. When it is, I turn the lights off to make sure the lights on the tree are lined up, and when they were, I knew I was done. I clean the mess, I sit to drink a cup of hot cocoa, and I call it a night. December 1st, 2025. When opening my eyes this morning, I say thank you. I ask him to carry me through this, and because I've been busy the past 4 days, I did drive to the cemetery. I sit with Wyatt to visit him, and then I pull around to visit and sit with Megan. I observe the area. I only observe, and if I would have seen or thought anything, I would have taken pictures, but I didn't. I pray to God, then I leave the cemetery. On my drive home, my thoughts took me to all the deceit, all of their actions throughout all of this. My God, the floodwater moved the headstones. No denying it. Look at the pictures. Compare the pictures. Even an overlay picture doesn't lie. There's no denying it. But it is, and it has been. May 2015 to the present, December 1st, 2025. Wow, over 10 years. Thank you for listening. Stay kind with your words.